In the US presidential election, which is now upon us, we face a situation of profound uncertainty. I must warn you, be ready for the very real possibility that there will be disorder during and after this election, and it may be some considerable time before we have a clear result and a clear winner, if at all. How do we ready ourselves for this kind of uncertainty? How can we live with it? Situation's very similar in relation to climate, and there it's on a much more endemic level, the uncertainty that we face. For instance, are we going to have an ever heating up climate, as many of us have been assuming, or is it possible that the huge amounts of Arctic ice that is being melted is going to throw countries like the UK into a much colder climate in the years to come? Yes, it is possible, and we do not know which way it's going to go. How do we prepare for that level of an uncertain future? So I want to take for us here a precedent from a magnificent mythic work of literature that you are no doubt aware of or have seen the films of. I'm talking about The Lord of the Rings, and I'm thinking about the incredible moment when, in the attempted defense of Gondor in the final book, The Return of the King, morale is incredibly low. There is this vast army of the Dark Lord outside the gates, and they're trying to smash their way in. And Gandalf the wizard tries to rally the army, and he says to them, "You are men of Gondor. Whatever comes through those doors, whatever comes smashing through, you will stand and fight." And that is the kind of mentality that I believe we need in relation to the situation we have. It's not necessarily about fighting. It is about facing whatever is going to come. It is about facing up to climate reality. It is about facing up to the dark possibility of another Trump victory, or, and I think this is a much more likely outcome, the very dark possibility of a Harris victory, which is so contested by Trump and those around him, including many minions across the country, that the situation in America becomes highly uncertain for some time to come. And that will, of course, take people's eyes off the ball of climate and other absolutely vital things that we need to focus on. So that's my direct message to you here today. Be ready to face up to reality, whatever it may turn out to be, and you'll be prepared. There is no better policy, and there is actually no alternative.